20 squats. Are you guys ready? You can start with your hands on your mid thighs. Here I will show you some varying arm positions to make something a little harder, and maybe if you need it a little bit easier, you can start from the beginning. We are doing 14 different awesome exercises for our lower body. So we had our hands on our mid thighs, we had our hands behind our head, and then the last one we will do touchdown arms. Keep your core nice and tight. So that's exercise 1. The second exercise coming, we are going to do jump squats for 20 repetitions. You ready? Let's do it. So instead of jump squats, you can do another round of 20 squats. Doesn't look like I'm jumping here very much, but I am, I promise. The sand is holding me down. So second exercise, 20 repetitions, because of course today's workout is 20 on the 20th. Inauguration day, actually, guys. Exercise 3 to come, side squats. So I'm going to show you the basic, which I always do, but now I'm putting a little bit of tempo, a little bit of speed into the side squats so you guys can bring up your heart rate. Working our quadriceps, hamstrings, gluteals, and our hips. So you do 20 of these. Exercise number 4 to come will be a squat right knee lift. So you can do it without the arm at first, if you prefer. But if you want to get a little bit of oblique in, we can add that standing oblique crunch. Good. And if you have a light one, don't go crazy because I don't want too much pressure on your shoulder joint, that rotator cuff, you can add a light weight. So same thing. Squat left knee lifts, and then if you want to add a little bit of oblique, a little bit of side abdominals, go for it. So this is exercise number 4. 20 on the 20th. Let's do this, guys. So come down to the floor. We're going to do mountain climbers for exercise number 5. Plank position. You can do these as fast as you want or as slowly as you want. Here I'm just alternating my legs, not going crazy with the speed. This workout isn't designed to, get your heart rate up to the HIIT level, the high intensity interval training level, just to get it up a little bit. Okay, so come down. We are going to do a little bit of glute. Flex that right foot. We're going to do hip extensions. 20 repetitions. So we start with a flexed foot. Once again, aim the arch of that foot up to the sky, in this case, or the ceiling, wherever you are. When you get that knee, that right knee up to the height of your gluteal, to the height of your hip joint, I want you to squeeze the heck out of your butt cheek, the gluteals. And don't forget, have a somewhat contracted core. And if you didn't switch, please do so now. Keep your core nice and tight so we don't put any excess pressure on our lower back. So we are completing exercise 6, and we will move into hip abduction. We're going to take that right leg and bring it out to the side. Back in the day, we used to call these fire hydrants. Remember that? So hip abduction. So let's take that right leg, and I'm on my extended arms, and we're going to take that right leg and bring it up and out to the side. I really like these hip abductors, working the outer part of the hip. Really important to keep your hips in alignment here. You may have a tendency to kind of lean over to your left side. Try to prevent doing that. And in order to do that, you have to, once again, contract your core. You'll see here my right shoulder is nice in alignment with my right hip. So we're going to do 20 on the right. And then we moved over to our left side. And that second side is always more challenging. It's not necessarily that you have a weaker left side in this case. You may, but because you are kneeling on that one knee, you are somewhat contracting that leg. It's called an isometric contraction. So once we finish with 20 on your left, we're going to go back to the right and we're going to do some hip circles. We're going to start with 10 circles back. All right, you ready? So go back to your right leg. Arms are straight still. And we're going to circle that right leg back for 10 repetitions. And I often tell clients, imagine that you are making a circle with your patella, your kneecap, and it's a nice, nice circle. So you will circle back for 10, and now we just changed it up, and we are circling in or forward and around for 10 repetitions. Are you guys feeling this? I was burning up a little bit here. When you're done with 10, which is now, let's switch legs, and you will circle back for 10, and then in or forward for 10. So once again, we are working our hip abductors, ABD, and a little bit of hip adductors. Adductors are the inner part of our thighs. When you're done with your 10, I want you to turn over on your back. Don't forget to keep your abs tight here, guys. All right. Come join me. Oh, I'm sorry. We're on our... Oh, I am off on this, guys. All right, so we are in a side plank position. We are going to do hip lifts. So you can start with stacked knees. You can then move to crisscross legs, or you can stack your feet. Notice I have my hand behind my head. And we will continue. So going back, 20 on the 20. So you're going to give me 20 side hip lifts. If this doesn't work for you, you can always do standing side bends. I know some of you don't like to lie on your side. When we're done, then you will turn over on your back and we're going to do single leg bridges for 20. Here we go. 20 repetitions. Really get your gluteals up and away from the floor, from the ground. And that left leg can just be a nice floater. Really getting up nice and high. When we're done, I believe we are going over to the opposite side. This is just a nice little active filler for you. But 20 on the 20. You guys are doing great. All right, so let's go to our left side. Once again, we're going to do those side plank lifts. You can do stacked knees, crisscross legs, whatever works for you. I'm showing you all three here. I do like to have your hand behind your head. And then, of course, I would love to have you reach that arm up all the way up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. We are doing 20 side plank lifts. And then I didn't forget, you have that single leg bridge series coming next. So turn over on your back, and it's your right leg now. All right, so we're going to do 20 reps. And with this, guys, if you want to play with the feet a little bit, here our left foot is placed firmly onto the floor. And if you want to play with your feet position in the future, you can have your heels into the floor, right, with your toes facing the ceiling. You can even try this on the balls of your feet. When we're done, we're going to go into pulse bridges. So I played with my feet position here. I'm going to go really high up into a bridge. I'm on the balls of my feet here, guys. 20 little pulses, squeezing the glutes. You want to try different foot variations? This is the exercise to do it with. So we can do flat feet, not fat feet. We can do flat feet. We can do on the balls of our feet. And then you can also do it on your heels. And then when you're done, give yourself a nice knee pull in, stretch out your back a little bit. And then I'm going to ask you to turn over, go on all fours again. We are going to do a flexed foot straight right leg, rainbow. We're going to tap to your right side, then tap to your left side. So we're going to do 10 in total. Core is tight. So side to side is 1 repetition. Try to keep your leg as straight as possible. I'm not doing such a great job right here. Hopefully you're doing better. When you're done with 10, continue the exercise and then point your toes. Yeah, squeeze the glutes and give me 10 exercises, same exercise with your pointed toe. When we're done, we're going to switch legs, moving into your left leg, starting with that flexed left foot. I hope you guys like this. All right, so straighten your left leg. Same thing. Tap side to side for 10 in total with a straight left leg, a flexed left foot, a tight core. All right. When we're done with 10, we go into pointed toes, straight left leg for 10. And here we go. And keep those hips stable, strong. When you are done with the pointed foot for 10 reps, you will go into your finale, and we are going to come down into a plank position on your forearms, and we are going to do rainbow bridges or rainbow planks. Are you ready? This is it. Last one. Yeah. Okay. Come down onto your forearms. And we're just going to dip our hips side to side. Now, technically speaking, 1 and 1 should be 1, or 1, 1 could be 2, depending on how we're all counting at the end of this workout. But I counted side to side is 1 repetition. So you are doing 20 because it is the backside workout 20 on the 20th. So I have to stay with the theme, right? But this is it. You're doing 20 of them, guys. Rainbow plank bridges. Keep your core tight. And guess what? You can do this on your knees. It's all good. If you want to have your arms extended, you can do that as well. I like to minimize the pressure on the wrists. Guess what? We're done. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.